Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you're having a great day. Welcome to Time and Money Well Spent. Today we're going to talk about the Marriott Bonvoy card and how it can help you be able to take advantage of those travel rewards and hopefully give you a little bit better quality of life. If you haven't been here before, our channel is about making good financial choices, using credit cards, getting those travel rewards, sometimes even those cash back rewards to make the quality of life for your family and those you care about a little bit better through finances. So if you get value out of this, like, subscribe, share it with your friends. And if there's content you want to see, leave a comment below and let's get this started. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about the brand. So Marriott's been around quite a long time. They are now the largest hotel chain in the world. If we start from the top to the bottom, we got the luxury brand. So the ones that have been part of that brand for the longest time is the Ritz-Carlton, the St. Regis, and the JW Marriott. Those are the ones that you're used to seeing. They also have the distinctive ones. These are more trendy, I guess is what you would say. They're more modern. And those are those ones you see there in the distinctive category. The W Hotels, Worldwide, Design Hotels, Luxury Collection Edition. Then we move down to the premium one. These are your Marriott, Sheraton, the Vacation Club, Delta Hotels, Renaissance, some of those, okay? I personally love the premium tier. Those are by far my favorite hotels. And there's a few more that aren't in there yet, but they're newer brands that they've come out with. And those will be updated on their site eventually. But this is kind of my favorite category because you don't have to spend as much, but you still get a really nice hotel. Then you have the select one. This is your Courtyards, your 4 Points, Spring Hill Suites. This is their lower cost tier. I find that these are still, they give you pretty decent customer service, but they aren't near as nice as if you stayed at like a Sheraton or a Marriott branded hotel. Then you have a different tier that's kind of equivalent to the select, depending on which one you stay at. Some of these longer stay brands are closer to the premium, kind of straddle that line, like the Marriott Executive Apartments. But the Residence Inn tends to be more like if you're staying at a Courtyard. They are just tend to have a little kitchenette, similar to the Town Place Suites. So these are great for business travelers. Overall, a fairly good brand. Like I said, since the Starwood merger, they are by far the largest in the world now. So I really, really like them. Then you also have their loyalty levels. And these aren't too bad. So just by being a Bonvoy member, you get some different rates and you actually get the access to like their mobile key and stuff. So you don't actually have to have a key card at some of their hotels. You can use your phone, which is kind of cool. You also, with the card that we're talking about, this Bonvoy credit card, you actually start at silver status. So my favorite thing about silver status is late checkout. So the late checkout is fantastic because now all of a sudden you don't have to really check out till 11, 12 o'clock. Then as you move up to gold, which this card gives you a fast track to gold, we'll talk more about that later, you get to check out at 2 o'clock, which is a little better. You earn stuff a little bit quicker. You can also sometimes get a little bit better room. That typically is an upgrade of a better view, not a suite. Okay, you have to get to platinum level to upgrade to suites. So what's cool, once you get to platinum level, is you get those upgrades to suites for free. So these are like junior suites, like a 1-bedroom suite that has a living room. But that's free if it's available, which is pretty fantastic. And once you hit any of the platinum or titanium or ambassador elite, now your late checkout isn't till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That is super fantastic when you're on vacation. One of my favorite things. So, and if you notice, everything above that level, you also can upgrade to suites. The biggest difference between those three levels is going to be the dedicated support that you get when you get above platinum, and how quickly you earn free rooms. If you notice, you get 50 and a 75% bonus. You also get the lounge access, which no matter what the brand gives you free food all day long. And the other thing is you get a guaranteed room even if they're booked. And that's a huge thing if you're traveling on business and you're not able to get your room until last minute, you're always guaranteed a room as long as you book within 48 hours or further out. So, like I said, it's pretty great. You also can earn some annual free hotel things once you get to Titanium Elite. The thing about Ambassador Elite is you get special people that get to help you, part of your 24 and ambassador service. That's actually pretty fantastic, but it's a very, very, very hard tier to get. So I don't know anybody that's gotten there because you have to stay literally 100 nights a year. Now, yes, you get fast track because you're starting at silver, but man, it's really tough to get. But with this card, if you travel enough, sometimes you can find your way to platinum, which is hugely beneficial. Platinum is very similar to the diamond level at Hilton. So there you go. Overall, I think it's a good program. It is harder to get the top level, but the top level gives you a little bit more. So, I mean, to each their own. So, categories. This is great for those of you that are Marriott loyalists. You're getting 17% back for everything you spend at Marriott properties. Food, upgrades, your hotel stay, anything, right? And then because you're already starting at a higher level on their loyalty program, it ends up closer to like 20%. Then on top of that, you're getting 3% back for every dollar on the first 6,000. So not unlimited, but just the first 6,000 for groceries, gas, and dining. Similar categories if you use the Amex Gold card. But this is actually pretty great because if you stay at a Marriott lots of times during the year, this is worthwhile. And then once you pass those caps, you're going to be getting 2% on everything else. So this is something that we really want to take advantage of if you stay at a Marriott lots. I see these categories as only having real value if you're traveling 4 or more times a year and you're going to stay at a Marriott. It is worthwhile for some people. For those that it's worthwhile, it's really worthwhile. So now when we talk about the redemption, you can redeem it at hotels. Typically, hotels are anywhere from 5,000 to 15,000 points per stay. Depends on where you're staying and if it's peak or off peak, right? So if it's middle of the week at a low level tier hotel, you might be closer to 5,000. But if you're staying at a higher end, higher tier hotel, it's going to be more points. So the way to take advantage of this part is to really use it in off peak days if you can. And to look for what the best value is. I do a lot of mixing cash plus points. That's very helpful. Also, you can redeem it for flights or car rentals in the app, or you can transfer to airline partners. Personally, transferring to airline partners is a really bad way to redeem your points. In my estimation, when I looked last week, I estimated that values those at maybe 0.33, which means for every point, you're really only getting 30% value out of those points instead of 100%. That's not fantastic. Because now, in those ways that you can redeem them, like for hotel stays, when you're getting real 100% value out of it, 1,000 points now is only worth around 300 points, really, when you transfer it. So it's not fantastic unless there's a promo offer. I personally think the best bang for your buck with these points is almost always to use them for hotel stays. Even the flights or car rentals, it depends on the week and if it's worth it. But some other great benefits of this card beyond how you use the points is going to be if you travel internationally, there's no foreign transaction fee. You get a free night every year that maxes out at 35,000 points. So 35,000 points, you're talking like the Ritz-Carlton. Okay, so it's not an unlimited value like it is with the Hilton certificate, but it is still, you can stay at a really nice top tier hotel for that amount of money. Also, you can go ahead and get automatic silver elite status, and basically they give you a shortcut to get into gold status. So the other way you could do that is if you're a platinum card holder for Amex, that gives you automatic gold status. So that mixed with this could really give you a pretty fast track to platinum. But the big thing is you earn one elite night credit for every 5,000 you spend. So not only are you earning elite night credits for every night you spend in one of their hotels, but now you're also earning it based on your spending as well. So what that does for you is now you're going to earn those elite night credits towards platinum a lot quicker. So if you are staying and traveling double-digit amount of times a year, that's very valuable. That arguably is the most underrated value of this card. This card is not super valuable for me because I don't stay at Marriott's enough to make that worth it. But for those of you that do, this card could be worth its weight in gold based on that Elite Night credit. So, again, this is informational. I'm not sponsored by Marriott. So, for those that this card is valuable, it's really valuable. And then, last but not least, we got to talk about this promo offer. So, this promo offer is actually pretty fantastic. You get 3 free nights. And if you notice, that's up to 150,000 point value. So, what that means is now with that anniversary free night you get, now you're basically getting 185,000 points towards free nights. Essentially, that's enough points to stay for 4 nights at the Ritz-Carlton. So if you're planning a vacation, this might be well worth it. Now, it does have a $95 annual fee. So, in my perspective, this is a great card for the first year. If you travel a lot, like double-digit amount of times, and you're staying at a Marriott every single time, worth it for the long term. My personal verdict on this card is if you're staying at a Marriott a decent amount of times, but not double-digit amount of times, this card is worth it for the first year. After the first year, if I owned this card, I think I would probably downgrade this card to the one with no annual fee after the first year. But the other thing to keep in mind is this also falls underneath Chase Bank's 524 policy. So this is a Visa. This is a Chase Bank card. Take that how you want it. Some people love the Chase ecosystem, some don't. But it is a valuable card for pretty much everybody that first year. So that's the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless. It's a pretty good card for those that need it. I personally like this card for back when I stayed at the Marriott's. The places I travel to now, more often than not, it's Hilton for me. But if you travel to a Marriott fairly often, this is worth it. Hopefully you saw value out of this, but it's a good card for those who use it, and I hope you got some information. I hope you were able to glean some stuff that you didn't know before, and hopefully if you saw value in this, go ahead and look for more videos and like and follow. All right, so that is our Marriott Bonvoy card. Again, for those of you that this would be valuable for, it's going to be really valuable for those 4 nights and those categories. For those of you that aren't really Marriott loyalists or don't travel enough to make this worth it, you might want to look at other cards that have more flexible spending, like an Amex Gold card or an Amex Platinum card, or even the everyday Amex card, or even some of the Citibank or Capital One, like the Venture X card. But for those of you that this works, I think it'll be a really valuable card. But I appreciate you staying tuned this whole time. And down below, if you saw value in this, I would really appreciate it if you like and subscribe and share it with somebody that you think might see value in this. Also, down below, there's some links to some stuff that could give you some added value. One is a Rakuten link. If you've never used Rakuten, I'm a big fan. I use it in conjunction with my Amex cards. If you are an Amex customer, it's fantastic. You can buy stuff that you would already normally buy, and you get cash back from Rakuten every time you use the app. But the nice thing for Amex customers is you have the ability to get those back in Amex membership rewards points, which I get thousands every quarter from that, spending money that I would already be spending. So down below is a link that if you click that link, you actually get $30 extra cash back the first time you use it. So it's a free app that can give you cash back. It helps me, it helps you, and it helps our community, and that's what matters. So that's down below. Also, the link, the Amazon link for the Blue Yeti microphone, for those of you that ask those questions, that's also down below. If you click that link, it'll take you right there. I'm not sure if Amazon gives much of a discount on it, but I know that tends to be the cheapest place to find the Blue Yeti microphone for an affordable cost. It's a really good microphone for a really good price. So for those of you that are getting started that might be doing some recording, I'm a big fan. I could spend money on any microphone, and I personally buy the Blue Yeti. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I really like it. Anyway, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Look for more content. We're going to be doing more videos on stuff like the Amex Gold Card, some other rewards cards. Also, the Bank of America Travel Rewards Card is a newer thing. We'll be doing a video on that. If there's anything you'd like to see, please leave it in the comments. And as always, I really appreciate you spending your time here with time and money well spent. Let's grow the community. Let's help each other. And at the end of the day, let's help make the community better so that we can all have a better quality of life and spend more quality time with the ones we care about. Have a great day.